Am I the asshole? For not telling my husband's family that I speak their language. My husband Peter, 29M, and I, 27F, have been married for about 3 years. We have 1 child together and I'm pregnant with our second. I'm from Western Canada, while he is from Germany. We lived in Canada for a long time, but because of inflation, moving back to Germany seemed like a better option for us. We bought a nice house in Hanover, where Peter is from. The day after our flight to Germany, we visited Peter's family. This was the second time I've seen them. The first was at our wedding. They greeted us and brought us inside the house, fussing over my son. We had dinner, and then we left the house to settle into our new home. We visited Peter's family often for the next few months, but I started to realize that they would sometimes speak about me in German. They made rude comments about my hair and makeup, questioned my fashion choices, and were overall unkind to me. They also said mean things about my pregnant belly, which I was already insecure about. I ended up talking to my husband about this. I told him that I didn't like the way they were treating me and that I hated how my every choice was being judged. He told me that he would talk to his family. The next time we went to his parents' house, there were no more mean comments. For about 3 months, it was like nothing had ever happened. I gave birth to a perfect baby girl that we named Lilith. Peter's family was very upset when they heard the name. If you didn't know, Lilith means ghost or of the night. We didn't pick this name because of its meaning, but because it is a name that every girl in my family has had for many years. My middle name is Lilith, along with my mom's, my grandma's, and even my great-grandma's. For a while, I didn't visit my in-laws. I didn't want to hear them talk about how I shouldn't have named my daughter Lilith. But yesterday we saw them again for my mother-in-law's birthday. As soon as we showed up, things started to go badly. Everybody wanted to hold Lilith, which made my MIL upset because people weren't paying attention to her. This made me overwhelmed. I didn't want people holding her. I was going through a pretty bad postpartum depression, and it was still pretty early to see people. I let people look at her, but declined when anyone asked to hold her. During dinner, I heard my sister-in-law talking to my MIL in German. I heard her complaining about how she couldn't hold my baby. My sister-in-law even had the audacity to call me, and I quote, a fat, ugly, hokey addict. I turned to my sister-in-law and MIL and told them off in German. I basically said that I've always known what they've said about me, but calling me names was the last straw. I also mentioned how I've known German for almost my whole life. The table instantly blew up. People were yelling at me because apparently, this was all my fault. I left with Peter and we haven't talked to them since. So, am I the asshole? Follow for more stories like this.